Hey guys, this is Mikloud here. I'm going to make a quick little video tutorial so you can edit my gun script to your liking and maybe over a little other quick changes you can make for personalize your gun. First thing you do is open the CK, open, and you have to load my.esp, which is the gun.esp. You set it to active. You can do that by double right clicking or set as active. Okay, I've already done that, so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to type gun in the filter at the top, and after that it'll click load, and it will load all things with gun in the name, and that's all my stuff starts with the word gun, just a naming convention I decided to use. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up my magical effect that's applied to the enchantment on the projectile, and that is the gun FF aimed magical effect, which I have here. It used to be in past versions. This was actually a script to do damage, but I've changed it. It's no longer it does damage to the health. It is just for script, and the damage is dealt through a script, which is right here. You can check the other scripts if you want to, but we're going to right click this and edit the source. So you're going to be editing mainly these 6 variables. If most people are going to be editing those, maybe nothing else really. You can look at it, feel free. First thing first, if you make any changes, file save it, because that'll compile the script here in CK, because the normal form isn't compiled, so it has to compile it, and then you should be good to go. It should automatically save it in the scripts folder in your Skyrim directory. So basically there's 2 parts to these variables. There's the damage portion and like the time and duration portion. So first of all, let's go over the damage portion. There's 4 of these variables. The first one's the damage base, which is just damage added to the end. Damage multiplier is that the damage before the base is just multiplied. And then the strength of the archery perks overdraw, because those are in it now. And then the strength of the archery level itself. So I've changed those around a little bit. This is what I feel is a little bit more balanced. And I'm going to give you a little example, crunch the numbers for you here. So in this example, we have level 20 archery and the first overdraw perk. So level 20 archery with the strength is halved though, so we multiply it by 0.5, you get 10. Archery perk is normally 20%, which is this right here, but instead we're halving that, and then we're going to add 1, so that when we multiply it's positive gain. Then we multiply those 2 along with the 1.5 multiplier together, and we get 16.5. Then we add 10 to that, and that gets us our total damage, which is 26.5. Now, no matter what your damage is, the total damage, that is how much damage you deal. It will change a little bit if you increase the number of ticks there are, but not that much. Basically, the way you figure out how long your dot is you take the total number of ticks and you divide it by the time between ticks. So in this case, I have 4 ticks a second and 40 ticks, that's 10 seconds. And since the damage is so low, the relationship for this dot is that it's a diminishing dot. So the first tick is going to be the biggest, and then it gets smaller, smaller, smaller. The equation is represented by the total damage divided by the number over the dot that it is. So it's not every single time like you have 10 ticks. So it's not total damage divided by 10. So like 100 damage divided by 10 will be 10 every single time. It's not like that. It's divided by the tick that you're on. So, you know, at tick 1, it'll do, for example, it's skewed so that it always deals the same amount of damage. So like at tick 1, for example, it would do the total damage. And at tick 2, it would do, you know, half the damage, and then tick 3 it would do a fourth of the damage. But it's skewed in such a way that whenever you look at all the ticks in a row and add them together, it'll be equal to the total damage. That's just a little math wizardry I did right there. So that's basically all you have to change. You could look at it and see exactly how that works down here. That's in the inflict damage function right here. That's where all that happens. Okay. And that's basically the main changes you're going to make is to these variables up here. That can change everything. It changes it on the fly. So that's pretty simple. Now some other changes you may want to make, get common request for is a machine gun, which you can change here in this casting type. Go to concentration, and if you hold down the button, well, it's a machine gun. Just like that's what they use for the flames projectile for flame spell, and like the ice hands and the lightning hands, whatever they call it. Okay. You can also go to the gun projectile. If you double right click in here, or you can navigate into it in the object window, and you can change the projectile type to cone. And I'll highlight this cone spread field, and you can compare it to like the other cone projectiles, like Fusroda, Unrelenting Force, is a cone projectile, and you can compare those and see what kind of shotgun spread you want. So you can make a shotgun like that. Now it's still going to be the single shot. I haven't made an if for that, and I don't really plan on it right now. I still want to work on just the basic gun for now. In the future, I may do some more crazy things. I have like this. There's like easy way to do like a grenade launcher with a lobber. You can basically launch something, and it works really well. Look at the CK documentation on their wiki, and you could just learn what all that stuff does. I've looked into it, played around with it a bit, but it's on the back burner for now. This is some basic edits you make. Go ahead, have fun, make it what you want to make it. That's why people mod. That's why I do it. I love it. So yeah, don't forget to save and enjoy.